In the 5th century BC, the Chinese sage Sun Tzu wrote that foreknowledge was the reason the enlightened prince and the wise general conquer the enemy whenever they move. In 1955, the Task Force on Intelligence Activities of the Second Herbert Hoover Commission, in its advisory report to the government, stated that intelligence deals with all the things which should be known in advance of initiating a course of action. Both statements, widely separated as they are in time, have in common the emphasis on the practical use of advance information in its relation to action. The desire for advance information is no doubt rooted in the instinct for survival. The ruler asks himself, "What will happen next? How will my affairs prosper? What course of action should I take? How strong are my enemies, and what are they planning against me?" From the beginnings of recorded history, we note that such inquiries are made not solely about the situation and prospects of the single individual, but about those of the group, the tribe, the kingdom, the nation. The earliest sources of intelligence, in the age of a belief in supernatural intervention in the affairs of men, were prophets, seers, oracles, soothsayers, and astrologers. Since the gods knew what was going to happen ahead of time, having to some extent ordained the outcome of events, it was logical to seek out the divine intention in the inspiration of holy men, in the riddles of oracles, in the stars, and often in dreams. Mythology and the history of religion contain countless instances of the revelation of the divine intention regarding man, solicited or unsolicited by men themselves. But not many of them have to do with the practical affairs of state, with the outcome of military ventures and the like. Yet there are some, and I look upon them as the earliest recorded instances of intelligence gathering. Saul, on the eve of his last battle, was afraid, and his heart greatly trembled, when he saw the host of the Philistines. And when Saul inquired of the Lord answered him not, neither by dreams, nor by Urim, nor by prophets. 1 Samuel chapter 28. Being without sources and wondering what course to follow in the battle to come, Saul, as we all know, summoned up the spirit of Samuel through the witch of Endor, and learned from him that he would lose the battle and would himself perish. In a subsequent chapter of the book of Samuel, we find David directly questioning the Lord for military advice and getting exactly the intelligence he needed. "Shall I pursue after this troop? Shall I overtake them?" And he, the Lord, answered him, "Pursue, for thou shalt surely overtake them, and without fail recover all." An even earlier intelligence operation recorded in the Bible is of quite another sort. Numbers chapter 13. Here the Lord suggested that man himself seek information on the spot.